Divorce rumors have plagued Melania and Donald Trump for years, and some people seriously think the former First Lady will ultimately choose to divorce him. Here are some of the reasons why. The first murmurs that something was wrong between Melania and Donald began circulating in June of 2020. That's when the Washington Post reporter Mary Jordan published a book called The Art of Her Deal: The Untold Story of Melania Trump, in which she claimed that the First Lady had renegotiated her prenup soon after her husband was elected president. Following the inauguration, Melania and then 10-year-old Barron remained in New York for 5 months before joining Donald in the White House in June 2017. According to the BBC, Melania was reportedly waiting for Barron to finish the school year, but Jordan didn't buy that excuse. Instead, she claimed that the real reason why Melania remained in New York for so long was that she was busy working on an updated prenup. According to Jordan's book, Mrs. Trump used her newfound leverage as the First Lady, combined with all of the scandals unearthed by the presidential campaign, to, quote, amend her financial arrangement with Trump. Jordan wrote, Melania wanted proof in writing that when it came to financial opportunities and inheritance, Barron would be treated as more of an equal to Trump's oldest 3 children. Melania has personal ambitions similar to Trump's. In September 2020, Stephanie Winston Wolkoff, Melania's former friend and advisor, and the author of the book Melania and Me, told the BBC that she believes the Trumps married for reasons outside of love.
There's nothing in the book that I can't back up. Not one word. And Donald and Melania know that.
Explaining that Melania got the modeling career of her dreams out of it, Wolkoff added, I do believe it's a transactional marriage. Donald got arm candy. The Vogue cover legitimized Melania, which legitimized Donald as well. I mean, she was a young model, striving. She didn't have success yet. She met Donald, she married. She became an American citizen, and 10 years after that, she's the First Lady of the United States. She concluded by calling the Trump union a made-for-TV moment. Touching on the same theme, Lady Nadia Essex, a former dating expert on the British reality TV show Celebs Go Dating, told the Daily Star in February 2021 that it's only a matter of time before Melania and Donald get a divorce, and added, there is zero chemistry between them, and her body language towards him is very hostile. She clearly does not want to be in his company, and often is seen bashing his hand away when he tries to hold hers. I don't believe either of them are happy in the relationship. I believe they live apart already and are only really married by name. In January 2021, brand and reputation management expert Eric Schiffer told the Daily Star that the future of Melania and Donald's marriage was likely reliant on what would happen to Donald during and after his second impeachment trial. According to speculation from Schiffer, if Donald were to be slapped with any more charges related to his presidency, it would serve as the trigger Melania needed to file for divorce. Schiffer added, an indictment from Melania will be neither cool nor fashionable to her acquired tastes. He also alleged that Melania's advisors would likely urge her to move fast in order to ensure he could pay out the over $150 million that would reportedly be owed to her before his assets were potentially frozen in a legal battle. Schiffer's interview was published just days after a number of stories renewed speculation that the couple was indeed headed for divorce. One source told CNN that while Melania slept in the White House bedroom used by presidents and their spouses, Donald Trump slept in his own bedroom, also sparking rumors of a split was a viral video of Melania walking away from her husband as soon as they landed in Florida on Inauguration Day. One Twitter user quipped that it was a, quote, divorce move, while another wrote, Melania is totally done. She already quit posing.
You will be in my thoughts and prayers. God bless you all.
Melania took her time moving from New York to Washington, D.C. following her husband's inauguration, and now that the family calls Florida home, could her love of the Big Apple cause a rift between her and Donald? Following his election loss, First Lady historian Catherine Jellison told USA Today in November 2020, Melania was likely trying to convince her husband to return to New York as their official residence and continue the kind of life she led before the White House. But while it was eventually decided that they would set up shop in Florida, CNN noted in December 2020 that the family wasn't cutting all ties with New York, reporting that Melania spent her time determining what to put in storage, what goes to New York City, and what should be shipped to Mar-a-Lago. The president's 2018 financial disclosure form revealed that his wife had actually purchased a one-bedroom apartment of her own in NYC's Trump Tower. The unit cost a reported $1.49 million and was bought in January 2016. After reviewing property records, The Real Deal confirmed that the condo was sold to Melania by the building's condominium board, which normally buys a unit from the sponsor for use by a live-in superintendent or resident manager. This would surely make a potential return to New York even easier. Rumors of Melania and Donald splitting flared up yet again in late January 2021, when it was reported that the former First Lady was looking to set up an office outside Mar-a-Lago. According to CNN, Melania decided to maintain her anti-online bullying Be Best initiative, and although her staff was working out of the exclusive club as well as remotely, she was ready for new digs in Palm Springs. Melania's team was made up of just 3 people: her former director of operations and trip supervisor, a former staff assistant in the East Wing office, and a formerly unpaid senior advisor. So it's safe to assume they could easily set up a comfortable headquarters at Mar-a-Lago. This is why family mediator Louisa Whitney told the Daily Star there might be more to the move than meets the eye. She reasoned, Melania's wish for a separate office could well be preparatory steps for explaining to Donald that she'd like to separate. It can be hard, I think, for anyone separating to establish themselves as just that person rather than part of a couple. Relationship expert Tina Wilson agreed, but noted that while Melania was on a mission to forge her own path, the move could simply showcase her strive for independence and freedom. She added, "Time will tell whether this is just for her career or if there is more behind the scenes going on." A CNN report critiquing Melania's post-White House schedule was reportedly the last straw for the former First Lady. The article, which appeared in February 2021, cited a source claiming Melania goes to the spa, has lunch, goes to the spa again, and has dinner with Donald on the patio. Rinse and repeat every day. The outlet also claimed that Melania was, quote, bitter and chilly towards her husband for tarnishing her reputation by denouncing election results and refusing to meet Joe Biden for a traditional handoff of power.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win.
Melania allegedly wasn't having it. Her office took everyone by surprise by tweeting an official response, writing, "Mrs. Trump is no longer First Lady. She is a private citizen, mother, and wife." Sources in this article are not affiliated with her nor have insight into her thoughts or daily life. CNN's FLOTUS correspondent choosing to publish false gossip illustrates the media's unhealthy obsession. British life coach Carol Ann Rice speculated to the Daily Star that Melania likely kept quiet in the past out of, quote, decency and integrity to protect her man who is in the White House, but now felt free to speak up, Rice noted. With this ex-toxic friend, Stephanie Winston Wolkoff, she's thinking enough is enough now. It could also be a warning shot, where she could start to get lawyers in on this. This could be her way of nipping it in the bud, and it also warns others to keep away. Despite appearances and ongoing rumors of an impending divorce, some believe that Melania and Donald are actually perfect for one another. Donald's former attorney, Michael Cohen, told The Washington Post in November 2020 that Trumps won't divorce because Melania is very willingly complicit in his schemes and holds his beliefs as her own. Those two deserve each other. Stephanie Winston Wolkoff agreed, telling People magazine, Melania knows who she married. People need to wake up. They are not different. She went on to say that the Trumps' bond is a strong one, revealing, Melania is there for Donald. She is his legitimacy. She tones him down. She is the only one who can tell him how she really feels. And she does. In January 2021, the couple celebrated their 16th wedding anniversary on Inauguration Day, and the Times conceded that a divorce now seems unlikely. While one source told the outlet that they're a good match because they, quote, don't believe in the lovey-dovey type stuff. Another noted, the likelihood is 99.99% they will stay together. She grew up in a pseudo-communist, difficult life. When she married, she wanted stability, romantic stability, financial stability, and through it all, the one thing still standing is that marriage. In the end, life coach Carol Ann Rice hit the nail on the head, telling the Daily Star, only Melania and Donald Trump know the truth. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.